and welcome to meet week. It's finally here. I am excited, mostly just excited. It is Monday, April 13th, and the meet is on Saturday. So I'm like, what? 5 or 6 days out, depending on if you count today or not. Around 5 days out. Today I'm going to be doing my squat, bench, deadlift last warm-up, and that will be the last gym session that I do before meet day, and just do like the last warm-up I would do before my first attempt. So for squat and deadlift, I believe that is 135 kilos, and for my bench, I think it is 55. Honestly, should be a pretty like fast session, so I'm just gonna do it after work. Then we're just gonna rest the rest of the week. So I'll show you as we get closer to meet day. I'll show you kind of what I'm packing in my bag, what I'm bringing with me in terms of like eating, drinking, and things that I might need. I'll see what I can film from meet day. It might be a little crazy and rowdy, and obviously not super vlog friendly because it'll be loud, but I'll film some clips, see what happens, and then obviously I will do a recap and also obviously show you all of my attempts. Welcome to meet week, and yeah, hope you enjoy. Hi, these are my tulips. I'm obsessed with them. Anyway, it is Tuesday, I think, before the meet. Also, I realized that I never quite introed myself or like did some sort of introduction to who I am. So I'm Daniela, I'm 33, I live in New York City. I am a bodybuilder doing powerlifting for fun for the first time in 7 years, because 7 years ago I started bodybuilding instead of powerlifting. Anyway, so this is my kind of like checking to see where my numbers might be meet. You could say it's my first ever meet, because I feel like after a certain amount of years it might reset a little bit. So that's my expectation for myself. Like, I'm not gonna have an expectation because I'm not gonna beat a lot of my old numbers. I am hoping for a squat PR this weekend though, so fingers crossed that will happen. I hit 355 in training last weekend and it felt incredible, but I can't trust that I will feel incredible this Saturday because I've been feeling a little bit up and down in my general body health. If you've been here for a while, you know that I'm rehabbing my hip for hip impingement, and that's been like a little bit of an up and down journey as well. So I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself. I think it helps. I don't know what is happening here. I think it helps to kind of feel like this is a reset meet. That helps me kind of not, because you know I'm a very competitive person. I am always looking to beat myself, but in this scenario I think the realistic expectation is just to get a total. In order to get a total in powerlifting, you have to hit at least one out of the attempts of your 3 lifts. So you do squat, bench, deadlift, you get 3 attempts for each, and you go up in weight in between attempts. And so say for example I hit all 3 of my squats but 0 of my bench, you bomb out. So like you're out of the competition. So as long as I hit my openers, which is the first attempt, for all of my 3 lifts, I'll be a happy camper. But I am trying to like make them very conservative, because yesterday I had my session for my last warm-up, so like the last supposedly light squat or weight that I do before I go out on the platform. I hit my squat, did not feel very good, and then I had to stop my deadlift at 275 because my hip just was not having it. So that was concerning. So that's why I'm thinking like I'll really have to make conservative opening attempts. I am here packing. I'm packing my kind of like everything that I'm gonna bring with me except for foods. So probably on Friday I'll show you guys what I'm gonna bring for food. It's not gonna be anything crazy. I'm just gonna bring a breakfast and a lunch, because for Powerlifting America, which is the federation that I am competing in, they have same day weigh-ins. Some federations have like day before weigh-ins, which I far prefer. This is same day weigh-ins, and I don't compete until the afternoon, so I'm gonna have to fast all the way until weigh-ins at around 1 p.m. So I'm just gonna bring my breakfast, bring obviously water to hydrate and all of that. Probably gonna bring a Starbucks with me and just like vibe out. And then probably after squat, before bench, I'm gonna try to eat my lunch, let candy carry me the rest of the way through. Because I bought this in Finland. If you watch my Finland vlog, I bought this in early March. So it's been like sitting at my house, in my house, at my house, whatever, in my drawer for many, many weeks. And as you can see, the silver tape is finished. I did not open this bag at all. So I am very proud of myself for, you know, sticking with it and not opening the candy. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what it is I'm going to be bringing with me for meat day. Hi. 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 Are you shy? He's also interested in my candy. Anyway, all right, here is my little flat lay of everything I am bringing with me. I will be bringing this backpack, which is the like $30 backpack from Amazon that doubles as a backpack and a duffel. It's just been super handy lately. And over here we have a tote that I'm gonna be bringing with me. I'm gonna be wearing this long sleeve and these cozy sweatpants. I'll bring this Snapple with me. I've actually never had a Snapple in my entire life, but picked it up because it's got no bubbles and it's got 46 grams of fast carbs. So I'll probably just chug this in between like bench and deadlift or something. And then I'll bring this bottle for water. Here is some backup makeup that I'm gonna bring, like glue for my eyelashes, things like that. And then a charger. This here is just body wipes and deodorant and a perfume, just so that I can quickly clean myself off before we leave, in case we go to like eat or something like that to celebrate directly after. Headphones, my DJI, so that I can get some sort of footage of something somewhere. This is my belt that I've been using lately. This is an SBD powerlifting belt. And then we have my lifting shoes. These I use for deadlifts. They're just like flat tier shoes. TYR shoes. They are flat and grippy and just like really comfy. And these are my other shoes that I use for squat and bench. They have like the little heel. They are from Innovate. And then here are my deadlift socks that are actually my husband's. He happened to have the ones that match my singlet, so that is so nice. These are from A7 and you wear these for deadlifts. They go like to below the knee. And then this is my meat day t-shirt. It is a little cropped t-shirt from A7 that says demand greatness here, and it has like the little A7 logo there, and I think it is so nice. And then keeping on the A7 theme, this is actually inside out. This is my singlet. So it's got like these lighter gray panels on the sides. A7 in the front. I got a size medium and I think it fits me really well. And it's got these like grippy things on the thighs, which I love because I hate when shorts and things like roll up on my thighs. This is the back. It also says demand greatness there on the back. Another thing from A7 that I have is these knee sleeves. These are like a, I guess, medium stiffness. If you've squatted in SBD 7mm knee sleeves, they are like exactly the same. The sizing is very different though. I use medium in SBDs, and this 2XL size is slightly bigger than the medium in SBDs. So they are perfect for me. These are my husband's. They are wrist wraps that he is letting me borrow. These are really, really nice. They're from Inzer. And then smelling salts for the hype. If you don't know what this is, it's essentially just like an ammonia capsule that you smash under your nose, and it gives you like this rush of adrenaline essentially. And then obviously my candy. Hello, happy Friday. I have just broken my ring light. Anyway, I have just made my foods for tomorrow, which is meat day. We are around like 21 hours out. I'm very nervous about my hip. It has not improved much since we last talked, but we're just gonna do what we can, take it one lift at a time. I am still hoping for that squat PR. But anyway, I've prepped my foods. I have chicken and sweet potato here, just very simple carbs and protein. And then my breakfast is same as always. It's oats, whey, frozen berries, and some almond butter. And then I'll also be bringing obviously my candy that I showed you guys. I'll be bringing some pop chips, and then I'm gonna bring some Ritz crackers as well. 1 or 2 bananas, probably 2. Just pop all of that in here, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
That is interesting.
Well, I had to lock it, you know?
No.
I locked it and hid it very well.
Yeah, that's a big week. How old is that? Like 5 weeks old
Let me see. Fall colors. What is your name? I think you understand.
How is it? Was it working well?
Yeah. And now it's like old and chewy the way I like it. Stale. Not my favorite way.
I like the strawberry ones. Thank you.
Cheers, cheers.
Yeah, just like
Danielle. Yep. Finish up. Nice.
This is going to be a 12.5 kilo PR, 363 pounds. Daniela, the bar's loaded.
Let's get it, Daniela. Go, Daniela. Big third here. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go!
How are you feeling?
Sorry?
How are you feeling?
I'm tired.
Hi.
And you?
Great.
Great.
Let's go, lightweight, lightweight. Let's get it. Easy money. Show.
Hello. It is time for a meet recap, and I'm wearing my husband's very old flannel because he is now away on business for a few days and I feel so lonely. I think this is actually like the first time he's been away from home for like an extended period of time in years. All that to say is that I miss him already. So meet recap. It is now Tuesday after the meet, so like only like a couple of days after. My body does not feel super bad. Like I really thought it was gonna be rough going there for a minute. Mostly it's just like my back on Saturday night. The meet was on Saturday, so on Saturday night I just like had trouble falling asleep because my back was just like so achy. And then like yesterday, no, it's Monday today actually. So yesterday and today I'm just like sore, generally sore in my like glutes and legs. Meet day, I showed you guys a few clips, but so we got there around 12:30, did registrations, checked rack heights, and then they called weigh-ins. So it was same day weigh-ins. Unfortunately, I don't love that. I usually try to do meets that have like the day before weigh-ins because it's just nicer, less stressful. You can just like show up and lift on meet day. But anyway, this was Powerlifting America and they have same day weigh-ins. I did my weigh-ins and I did not have to be worried at all, honestly. When I woke up on Saturday morning, I was like 179.6 or something. I had like a banana and some like water and coffee before weigh-ins, so I weighed in at like 81 kilos, which is 81.55 kg in pounds. Okay, 179.7, but I weighed in as. So after that, that was like, I think I weighed in around 215. So I just shoved my breakfast into my face and had some candy, and I was so full. So I couldn't like eat anymore. I really wanted to just like shove candy down my throat, but the oatmeal made me so full that I was like, okay, well, let's not, you know, like, throw up during squats. So I deserted that idea. I caffeinated a little bit and then started warm-ups. So for my hip impingement, I have a specific set of exercises that I do that my physical therapist gave to me. So I started with those. That's like a 20-minute warm-up. And then I started my normal barbell warm-up. So first some banded work and then my barbell warm-ups, and they felt okay. I had been nervous leading up to the meet, like maybe 2 weeks leading up to the meet, about my hip because it had started to have strange issues when I was like deadlifting and stuff, which was not the case the weeks and months prior to that. So that was annoying and concerning, and so I was like in my head a little bit during squat warm-ups. But all in all, they all looked great. They felt okay, and like when I got really warmed up and like really into it, I think around my last warm-up, I was like not even thinking about my hips, so that's great. I opened at 320 pounds, 145 kilos. I opened 145 and that moved really well. So I think our original plan had been to just jump 10 kilos from there, but we jumped 12.5 kilos to 157.5 for my second attempt. I mostly felt like I was so shaky because I was like, I don't know, like almost like stage fright, you know? So I think that was my most inhibiting factor. But all that to say, my second attempt also moved really well. So we from there jumped up to 165. And in retrospect, I maybe wish I would have done like 167.5 or 170, because I do think I could have done it, but I also know I suck at grinding out a squat. Like I give up very easily if I find my sticking point in squats. So all in all, I think it was a good call to go with 165, and that is a very nice all-time PR for me. I've never squatted that heavy before, either like not in the gym, not in competition, not now, not in 2019. So that is, you know, what I came for. I came for a good squat PR and I got that. So after that, I was like, nice, now I just have to get my openers and then everything else is a great bonus. After squats, I hung out for a little bit. I ate my chicken and sweet potato. I had burnt my sweet potato, so it was not super tasty, but anyway, yapped a little bit, and then we just started bench warm-ups. My bench warm-up is super casual. I was just like flinging my arms around a little bit to warm them up, and then I just started barbell warming up. So and I have like maybe 4 or 5 sets for warm-ups, so it was super chill. And then I opened up with 60 kilos, which is 131, I think. And that was super easy. So for the second attempt, we went up to 67.5, which felt still doable, but more of a challenge, especially since by then I was pretty fatigued from squat. So my husband, he was there handling, it's called like handler, when you have like someone handling you during a meet, like helping you warm up, telling you like when to go, telling you like helping you with picking the next weight and like recording your sets, like just someone to help you, assist you, whether it's a coach or a friend or whatever it may be. So my husband was my coach for the day, and he was also my friend Terje's coach or handler, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, he and I kind of chatted it out for my third attempt for bench and landed on 72.5, and that turned out to be the perfect attempt. I could not have done 1 more kilo. Like, it was definitely max attempt. I think that was a perfect attempt selection for my third. And then after bench, we went outside and got some fresh air and just like talked a little bit, caffeinated a little bit, hydrated. I had some candies. It was time to start warming up for deadlift. I did some banded warm-ups before and then went into barbell warm-ups, and I would say deadlift was what I was the most nervous about this day, just because of my hip situation. But honestly, it did not hurt at all, so that was like a big relief. So like all my warm-ups went really well in terms of like that part. I did feel some obvious like fatigue and exhaustion building up, but I do think my opening selection of 140 kilos was a good call. So my opener felt really good. So after that, we just jumped up to 150, and that attempt also felt pretty good, but my husband said that it did look a little heavier off the floor than it should, and I would agree with that. But I still wanted to send it because I really wanted a 400 kilo total, and if I would have done 160 for my third, I would have gotten like a 2.5 less, so like 397.5. So I wanted to do 162.5 for my last deadlift. Went out to do that, and it went honestly really well. It was definitely heavy off the floor, you know, stay patient off the floor. I feel like I've just said that in my mind over and over again. Stay patient, stay patient. I got it off the floor and it was all good in the neighborhood. So I got 9 mini ring lights is now deciding that that was enough. So anyway, I got 9 for 9, which means that I got all of my 9 attempts were white lighted. So I got all of my 9 attempts. I did not get a single red light, which I'm pretty proud of, to be honest, because I am a referee, so I value that highly. Anyway, after deadlifts, we just kind of hung out. I went to get dressed. We got our medals, and I did get a medal, but I was the only person in the minus 84 kilos women's weight class, so I didn't have anyone to compete against. But we don't have to think about that. I got my gold medal. And then we went out to eat, me, Terje, and Artie. It was really nice, and I was home super early. Like, we were home at maybe like 8, a little after 8. So honestly, it was the perfect meet day for me. I wouldn't change a thing. I loved it. It was so nice to have my husband there. He was actually present at my very first meet in 2017 or 2016, one of those. We were not dating at the time. No, it was early 2017. Yes, we were not dating, but we were like gym buddies, you know, and he was actually there. He was also competing. So it's just nice. He was with me for most of my US based meets. He is a very good powerlifting partner. So anyway, it was really nice to like just, you know, do this again with him. Like, he's obviously been to like my bodybuilding shows and things like that, but that's not like our origin story. Like, our origin story is like meeting in a powerlifting gym. So it was just nice. I don't think this will be my last meet, and I hope it's not like another 7 years until I do my next one. Even though I am, you know, still primarily a bodybuilder and things like that, I do really enjoy competing, and I think it carries over a lot to bodybuilding. So, and I love it. I love meet day. It is so much fun. So much fun. So anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I will see you in the next vlog.